Hey, so last week I didn't upload a video, and I usually upload a video once every week or so, over 10 days. But I did not upload a video, have not done so, and this is the week's upload. So and so week upload, but yes. So I've been really thinking about this a lot recently, and is that I don't have a lot of. Okay, well, I fell out. Haha. Okay, 3K, 4K, none of them hit K. Down, charcoal. Anyhow, I'm kind of conflicted because last week was a really bad week for me and I was feeling like an actual failure. So there were three things that contributed to this. One, the YouTube thing, and also because my last video I was really proud of, and when I got like no comments on it, I was like, yo, I'm at a ball. Like, I'm at a ball. Yo, yeah. Cause I thought that getting 100 subs, getting 1,000 of a number that is big enough to make smaller on a website would make it so that I have a stable audience, but I don't. And that's how YouTube works. It's up and downs. Anyhow, I still feel like a failure. Even though I knew like logically I shouldn't feel like this, I was sad. Okay, number two. That was number one. Number two, logically feel like I failed an exam. I feel like it's either I fail or get like a barely passing, which barely passing I would be genuinely happy to get because it's a class where I don't care enough to try. But I try in the limit that I can. I've reflected on myself enough to know that certain things I'm not capable of. Like, I know my non-negotiable and my limits. And as a person, it's really hard for me to get myself to do work that I don't care about. But yes, I could have tried hard on that exam. And I think it's just habits. You get better habits, but yeah, that. Everyone was coming out saying, oh, that exam was so easy, I didn't feel like that, but it was easy in theory. I just did not study hard enough, and I know that. I know it is my fault, but I still feel guilty. But that was like for like 3 hours. And I was like, well, what can I do now? Nothing about it, so yeah. Well, that was the third thing. My campus is holding a celebration for people who have won scholarships this year, and I was not invited. I was so sad because I wrote all my scholarships on emotional things that are essential to my life, and all those things are me as a core, all my beliefs, and I want emotion to win. I don't want rigidity to win. Rigidality? Okay, what am I saying? But I don't want unemotional things to win. I want passion and life to win. And a lot of people will just value academics. I didn't get invited to that banquet, and I was sad because it meant that my scholarship that was about emotion didn't win. And just like only things of academia had won. And it makes me sad to see because I want art to rule the world. Genuinely. I want emotion to hold us, because when you have emotion and passion on your side and empathy, the world will just be a better place. And if it was that case, it'd make it a lot easier to live right now. Right now specifically. It's a sad time. But yeah, I just think that people need to hold a lot more emotion for each other. And that's what I just wanted my scholarship to win. It was like an instance of that. An essence of my values. I hope you get what I'm saying, because I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah. But like, I was so sad about those things. And my mind was telling me, you are a failure. You're not good enough. You weren't even good enough to use what you don't have in academics to win something. And I was like, oh. Whew. I felt so sad. I'm really down. But this week, I got the invite to the event, and I was like, oh, I actually won something. And I was like, oh. No, just coughing my cold. Sorry. And I was like, dang, so it did win. Something won, I hope. And I hope it was a scholarship, because I don't really care about like me having like decent grades, I would much rather win an award for like my writing or like emotional passion, stuff like that. That's what actually matters to me. But yeah, and from that, I've kind of come to terms with the channel because like I'm doing this for me. I knew that before, but like even if I fall off and shit, it's still my work, and that's okay. Because at least I tried, you know? Because as that one model says, a closed mouth does not get fed. And I used to have a really negative mindset before, like a few years ago too, when I was really depressed, but if you keep thinking about things in a negative light, it will get down to you, and it's not something you change overnight. It's just a mindset. I used to think negatives. I have no friends. I will never make friends. I cannot make friends because I'm unlikable. I used to think like that. But now I think I don't have friends. I could make friends. I will try to make more friends. But if I don't have friends, that does not make me a failure because I'm still trying, and you don't need friends to be a trying person. You don't need friends to be a good person. But what I'm saying is, me being a good person does not depend on whether or not people like to talk to me. But yeah, this week I don't feel like a failure anymore. It's just time. Yeah, I'm having a really hard time with like thinking straight. I mostly have a hard time with thinking straight because my thoughts are very scattered. And also, I need a lot of stimulation to get things going. Right now, I'm just sitting here with music and talking. I can do that. But if I'm doing, like, homework, it's really hard. Unless, like, I'm in a very specific environment with specific stimulants. You know, yeah. I'm trying to get myself to be more productive, and the only way I can really do that is to make my work fun, and that is to do fun work. And that is this YouTube channel. So hopefully, things will go back up soon, because comments keep me going, and people who engage with my content deeply is what keeps me going. People who think deeply. Yes, sorry if I sound like really down and like sad. And I know that people like to make positive videos, and this one is technically positive, but it's like, it feels bittersweet. Okay, that's all. I just want to yap. I will go back to regular artsy-fartsy videos soon. And I usually won't even post on the weekends just because I have this conception that posting on the weekends will make your views get low. But honestly, give it one more video and I'm gonna start just shit posting. Okay, not shit posting. I'm just gonna start posting like whatever comes to mind, because if I'm gonna get like 29 views, I might as well do whatever I want. Holy yap. Oh, okay, goodbye.